So if I had to pick one word to use to describe this book, it would be underrated, because not only is it really strong, but for some reason there are hardly any reviews about it here on YouTube. So today I'm going to be doing something about that by doing a review myself, because it deserves it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Adam Samuel, and today I'm talking about Sold on a Monday by Kristina McMorris. So Sold on a Monday is a work of historical fiction inspired by a real picture that sparked a media frenzy when it was first taken back in the 40s. It was one of those pictures that told a full story. It featured 4 kids sitting by a sign reading, "For children for sale, inquire within." The picture also featured the children's mother, her head turned away in shame. So yeah, pretty heavy stuff that naturally got a big reaction all those years ago. Now let's get into the review, and there will be no spoilers here in case you're thinking of checking out the book yourselves. In Sold on a Monday, Ellis Reed is the reporter who captures the picture, and his career blows up as a result, though there are some really horrible consequences for the family he took that picture of. While he soars, their lives crumble, and it's only when he realizes what he's done that he starts taking the necessary steps to fix things. On the other side of the story is Lily Palmer, a secretary at the newspaper Ellis works for. She has her own personal reasons for connecting with the picture and getting involved, and the story very much works in tandem following these two leads. One thing to note here is that while the real-life picture was taken during the 40s, Sold on a Monday is set during the Great Depression, and the narrative very much reflects that fact. There are references to prohibition, current events, that sort of stuff. I think that was actually a very smart call on the author's part, because it gave her some really interesting topics to explore. Particularly highlighted are social issues pertaining to women in the workplace, and through Lily's narrative, we really get to see what it was like for a woman to work in what was once such a male-dominated field. So I liked this book quite a bit. The story was straightforward, but very much grounded in its emotional core, which were the characters. This is a story that relies on emotion to connect with the reader, and if that connection couldn't be made, it was all just going to fall apart. Luckily, the author delivered, and I felt in good hands reading her work. I trusted her and her story, and she totally did justice to what she was building towards. The story was just very true to life, and the characters reacted to the plot how I can imagine real-life people would. Is it a perfect book? No, but it kept me engaged, and I arrived at the final page feeling like the journey had been worth it. So what I liked most about the book were the two leads. Their arcs were engaging, if a little on the simple side. Of the two of them, though, I did find Lily to be more interesting, mainly because of her role, like I said, as a secretary at a newspaper during the Depression. Overall, neither character ever felt like they were ever dragging their feet in terms of their roles in the story. They both pulled their weight, and the author gave them equal time and things to do. Other than those two, though, I did find the supporting cast to be a little lacking, which brings me to the things I unfortunately didn't like about the book. The book did feel a little overcrowded at times, and I feel like there were characters that could maybe have been cut. Dutch, a reporter who Ellis comes in contact with, comes to mind in particular. Because the author really wanted to focus on Lily and Ellis, everyone else kind of falls to the wayside. There's also this plot with the mafia that hits a major peak and then just kind of goes away. I was left hanging like, wait, that's it? That felt like a pretty big thing back there. But for me, what tied this story all together was the author's note at the end, where she explains her process and what drew her to first writing the book. Reading what she was thinking and how the original picture affected her, it really put the whole story into a new perspective for me. And now, looking back, I think I enjoyed the book even more as a result. It was especially surprising to read that some of the things the fictional family in the picture go through in the book actually happened to them in real life. It was just so sad and such a heartbreaking situation. So all that taken into consideration, my grade for Sold on a Monday is going to be 4 out of 5 stars. It had a strong narrative, good characters, and was overall just an enjoyable read. It didn't blow me away, but I would still totally recommend it for anyone looking to maybe check it out. It was just an easy book to read, the kind you can easily fall into, and I really appreciated that about it. So that's my review. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments what books you're currently reading. I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright, that's all from me for today. See you in another video. Bye.